Hi guys, welcome to our show, Universal Interiors. I'm Leslie Inglestead.
I'm Uni Fegley.
Yay, it's so great to be with you guys today. We get to make a coffee cake today. All you good Minnesotans out there and beyond know what coffee cake is, I'm sure. I'm not sure where the name came from. What do you suppose?
I bet it was the cake that they used to have with their coffee.
Yes, of course. In between, because they'd have, I understand, every 2 hours they would eat something. Do you know that? Yeah, every 2 hours.
I'm excited about one thing, St. Mary's bell ringers.
I know. If everybody
Wow.
can look at this little fun, I don't even know how to say that word, Chokeo, Minnesota. You go out there and you pick yourself up an old church cookbook, you will find treasure galore. This has become one of my favorites. And I do note Yummy in 2012. That's how I found this coffee cake. I did find out it runs in the family because your mama does that same thing.
Yeah, she does.
It's pretty great.
So does Amy and my sister.
Oh, for fun. Good company I keep. Streusel coffee cake is one we're making. And a lot of you, I'm sure you have your different favorites, but this has become my favorite in my family's too. So what we've got quite a few ingredients, but the bonus is all of this that I'm going to be doing here is just found in your cupboards most often anyways. So we're going to start with, of course, your little mixing side. This is the flour already measured out. It's 1.5 cups flour. And then we're going to take baking powder. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons. I cut that down just a little bit because I think that in there we need to put a little baking soda. So that's what I did. So baking soda is going to go on in there along with that. And Eunice already measured out just a touch of salt. That's what we do, a touch.
I'll take yours.
All of that business? Okay. Now that's what my little recipe calls for in the dry ingredients. I usually just mix that on up and get that going, but the recipe does not call for cinnamon in this particular part. But welcome to Leslie's World. I think I've talked to you guys about this before. When I overdo cinnamon on most everything because you know why?
Yeah.
Tell our audience.
Good for your stomach.
Yep, it helps
digestion.
Yeah, digestion. I think even metabolism. You know what, Uni? I'm going to use a little bit more even in there, honey.
We're doing bam.
Yep, another bam.
Bam, bam, bam.
That's it. 3 for good measure. I've already done, and I'll tell Raina about what I've done, but we're just going to mix so it just goes. That's what I do with my banana bread too. I just put a lot of that cinnamon. It just kind of helps, and you know how we all are. Keep that going. You got that cinnamon, and it's going to help you just get that core stronger as we go. Now, we have on the recipe is sugar measured out already. We're going to go 3/4 cup of sugar in there, and then we're going to put some oil. Now this is, we've got Eunice had in our grapeseed oil. You can do a veggie oil, you can do the old-fashioned Crisco, but this is us. So we're going to put that in the sugar because that's a lot of times how you make cakes. And that's what this cute little church cookbook said. Just mix it as you normally. Okay, you're the stirrer. Perfect.
I can do whatever you want, but
you get to be the stirrer. So we've got the shortening and the sugar going on at the same time. I've pre-measured all the dry ingredients. I know that most of y'all know how to do the coffee cakes or cookies.
Right.
Yep, so there we got the little business. Now we're going to add to that an egg. And of course, you got to beat that up something silly. So we're going to put that in there.
Why do you do that? Do you know that answer?
Because your mom told you to. And she told your grandma who wrote the recipe, I think. I think it's just because it would turn into be globule. You got to mix all that good stuff together. That's my thought anyways. We're going to put a little vanilla in there, just like you're making cookies.
Okay.
There's the sugar, the egg, and then there should be some milk. Aha, milk it is. I do want to point out the fact here in Fegley House, they use almond milk a lot of times. So that's what we're working on today. Grandma's recipe didn't say almond milk. I bet it's the cow milk right from the old farm probably.
Bessie?
Yep, Bessie's milk. That's probably the way these coffee cakes came up to be, and throw everything you have in a little of that. So now we've got the shortening, the sugars, put in your egg, your milk, and your vanilla. I always just like to do a double up check. So we got the liquid side of it, and here we go. We're going to put that together, Dolly.
Did we do the vanilla?
Yep, I dumped it right on in there.
Right on.
Yep, and then we're going to mix this. In here, we're going to dump all. Do you want to be the stirrer of this? Or should I? Because I'm older and stronger.
Go right ahead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to point out the fact of our strengths, but she's got a lot of strengths, her beauty and all, but she's a little wussy on the muscle side. Whoops. Sorry.
Right here.
Right here. At least I told you right in front of you.
That's true.
You know, muscles are something crazy, aren't they? I just kind of think about this while we're cooking here. But the muscle of the mind, what about that, huh, Eunice?
It's one of our favorite topics.
It really is. You tune in all to listen to us and you're going to hear that, how we just stretch that mind. And I just really want everybody to be challenged, maybe during your coffee cake making. So just, what am I thinking about? What am I thinking on? And that is get those thoughts running on the faith side. Even if you're not sure that you can make something in the kitchen, have faith to try it. That's what I see about that. So now, here we have mix the dry and the good. That's most of the streusels done. But then they have the topping, the good cinnamon stuff. We've melted 2 tablespoons of butter. And now, Uni, you want to put that brown sugar in there, Dolly?
Yeah, I do. Whoa.
And then we have 2 tablespoons of flour. Okay, I told the big fib. 2 tablespoons of flour. And actually, that's a whole half a cup of sugar. But we don't have to tell everybody. Go a little scant on the sugar, so then it sounds like too much sugar sometimes.
Am I going to stir that up?
Yep, but we're going to find that cinnamon that you so quickly disappeared, because cinnamon, again, a key. So you're stirring that up, and hopefully sometimes if you guys want to do more of a thin streusel throughout the cake, put a little more butter in. We are having a little bit more chunky right now, it looks like. Again, maybe I'll take over that part. What do you think about that, Uni?
Will
Does it
this
look
be
good?
much like the monkey balls you made?
Yeah. Hey, friends out there, I did mean to say that. Okay, maybe not, but they kind of took on that shape sometimes. We don't know.
No, I feel red.
I appreciate those on the street that commented about that, though. And hopefully you've made that good,
Dessert.
yes, monkey bread.
We have had a lot of days stuck inside where you could have taken advantage of that
Yes, yep. And if not this coffee cake comes in so handy. Seriously, though, it's not too tough to put together. Now, Uni, would you mind putting half of this into our pan, please? Just putting that while I'm stirring this up. So I've melted that butter, had that brown sugar, cinnamon, and a little flour. That's what we're doing for this mix in between. So she's going at least half, probably, honey. I think
that
we could.
more?
Yep, I'd probably even do a little bit more. What you're doing is kind of layering up, and we just put a little bit of this, and that's a little different from most coffee cakes. I think if you're going to add on top, they just put it all right in there, and then you just touch it. But this is what we're going to do. Put it down there, sister, and then we're just going to dot. You can put, while we're doing it, Dolly, why don't you cover it up?
Okay,
And
but do you want me
yep.
to stretch that out or forget
I'll
about
do that. Forget about it. And you're going to pull this in, and then we are just going to just crumble it. As she's doing that, usually I don't have a third hand to help me. So this is perfect. You just go there. We'll cover this up, and we got ourselves a streusel coffee cake. It's going to go in the oven at 400, a little hot. We're going to put that on in there for 25 minutes, and I hope you get to come back and watch the end of this while we're enjoying it, and we'll see you soonly.
You don't have to wait until this melts to get your home listed with ERA Northern Realty. Now is the time. Interest rates are great. The economy is improving. We have buyers out there who are qualified, they're confident, hey, they're ready to rock. But hey, the truth is, there aren't that many homes out there for us to show them. A lot of people want to wait until the grass is green before they list, but I say get this sign in your yard today and beat the rush. ERA Northern Realty has been around serving the Lakes area since 1972. We're straightforward, we're competent, and we're trustworthy. And oh, we like to have a little fun too. Call us today, ERA Northern Realty, downtown Detroit Lakes, where you'll always get the skinny.
Welcome back. Here we are. We're just now pulled out our coffee cake, and I was just mentioning when let's say 20 minutes. Look, when the little cake pulls away from the side, you've probably been taught, but just in case, pulls away, it's ready. You can use the toothpick, the touch, all those things, but now I've taken the coffee cake out. We're gonna smear some good butter on top, Uni. How does that sound?
I'm all right with
Like
it.
perfect? Butter's better, they say, especially up in this country. So there it is. We're going to finish it up with this. We're going to cut it on, and we are going to enjoy our coffee cake. Doesn't have to just be on Sundays. There it is.
Are you going to cut it?
Okay, we'll cut it. Wish we could share some with you. Have a beautiful day. Thanks again for coming our way. Here we go.